It's something like
a quarter before, but it's 4:50. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pre-boom shakalaka.
Right. It's still Friday. We make it, and it's still the best show on the internet.
Always the best show. The number one. It was voted the number one show in the whole entire world. It's all the planets that you can think of. Pluto, Saturn. Can you think of some more?
How about the entire galaxy?
The entire galaxy. That's right. We got a great, great show lined up for you today for our pre-boom shakalaka.
That's right. We are going to have a conversation with Chaplain Melinda Dean, who's going to talk to us about what she does and her ministry.
Right. Stay tuned for us with the boom shakalaka, because we got some great guests then too. We have Mayor Quentin Hart and
an engineer for the city of Waterloo, Wayne Castle.
That's right. Today our talking point will be
discipline is doing the things you hate doing, but doing them like you love it. Mike Tyson said that.
That's right. And last week we talked about the fact that I have some personal beliefs and feelings about whether I identify as Black or African American. So today, and I started thinking there's new people born every day.
That's right.
So everybody doesn't always know how to address race and stuff like that. So that's what we do here. We want to clear it up. So today we're going to go all the way back to colored and Negro and find out why those terms are not popular these days, and what the evolution of identity for Black people.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, we've been busy. Every week we are busy.
Yes.
Just earlier this week we spoke to members of the Spokesman's Club at the Elks, and that was fun. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for inviting us.
Yes.
And, hey, earlier today, we went to the Luncheon of Light. I said, because we're like at 3 places at one time.
Yeah,
sometimes.
we had a great time at the Luncheon of Light, and we got to hear the great speaker there. Thank you, Sam Black, for inviting us. It was a great, wonderful, emotional program that we witnessed today.
Yes.
And we want to thank our sustaining collaborators, because they are who make this show possible.
Absolutely. All in grocers. They are located in the heart of the community to better serve the community.
And the Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa, here for good and helping to create equitable communities.
Yes, Gallagher Blue Dorn Performing Arts Center, your center for the arts.
And One Cedar Valley, they assist individuals to succeed by overcoming barriers to meaningful employment.
Yes, and last but not least, we have Next Level Lounge and Grill, where good times and good music are always on the menu.
Yes, we want to thank you guys all very much for supporting our mission, which is supporting small business.
Yes.
So if you have something you would like us to promote, please let us know. And we have a new person working with us.
Yes, we do.
Diane Ebert, we met with her. She's going to be talking to people in the community to find out who you are. So she's going to hunt you down, right? Okay. And find some other sustaining collaborators. You'll be hearing a lot more about her, and we'll probably have her as a guest real soon.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And we want to remind you once again that on Friday, April 26th, Waterloo celebrates Motown. It's a fundraiser for Northend Update at Next Level Lounge and Grill.
That's right. And we are going to be having
10 p.m.
so much fun. It's kind of a day party, but it's an evening party, and it's right after our show. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Sweet G is going to be spinning records, or do they even say on the 1s and 2s anymore? Or am I just not?
I don't know. Cool. I don't know.
Okay, it's gonna be dope. I know they say that now, right?
All right.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right. All in grocers should be, but they got that wonderful discount.
That's right. They offer a 10% discount to healthcare workers, educators, police, firefighters, and military. Just show them some form of ID and receive your discount. It's their way of saying thank you for all you do.
We found out who's really important in this world when we got that pandemic.
That's right. Essential workers.
And we know that you're proud, so show your ID, and they will give you that great discount. Now it's time to introduce our guest, Ms. Melinda Dean, who is a chaplain for St. Croix, and also I know you do have your own mission that's going to be opening up. So welcome.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Yes.
And excited to be on your show today.
Oh, thank you. So Go ahead.
No, I said we really appreciate you being here. How about, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is you do?
I am on today, and I'm excited to be here to launch my business.
Awesome.
And it's
Wow.
titled Just Like Heaven Ministries.
Oh my goodness.
And our ministry and mission is to provide a taste of heaven in our communities and in the world on this side of eternity.
Wow.
What a beautiful mission that is.
Yes.
And you know, you have so much grace and poise. I
Oh,
imagine
thank
that
you.
it's not hard for you to conjure up a little piece of heaven. And so, yeah, and I know you're affiliated with a church.
Yes.
It's the one on Broadway.
Yes.
Hope, Impact of Hope.
Impact Church of Hope.
Yes.
Pastor
yes.
Mashondas Robinson is our pastor, and Lady Amber Robinson is our first lady. And we are partnering with him with this business in our church.
Wonderful. Tell us about the
Some of the services
Services
that your
that you
business is going to be
Okay,
offering.
the services that we provide is going to be counseling to those that are grieving and hurting, to those that are addicted with alcohol or drugs, for those that just need some counseling in any area of their life where they're having issues.
and there's a spiritual component, of
Yes,
course. And
yes,
so you will
yes.
be providing prayer. And,
Yes, prayer, scripture,
Yes.
and of course, the love of God. The mission statement that talks about providing a taste of heaven in our communities and the world is really love. Because what the world needs now is love, and that's
Say
what
it.
it's missing.
That's
Yes.
for sure.
And this collaboration and partnership with Impact Church of Hope, we are providing that and being the feet and the hands of Jesus.
Yes, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Matthew 25 talks about when I was in prison, you came to visit me. When I was sick, you came to visit me. When I was thirsty, you gave me a drink. So we come together. We are providing services for our community. We have community meals once a month on Tuesdays. We provide
Oh,
food to the
that's
hungry, clothing to those that are homeless. We are providing services for our community that are impacting our community and helping those that are in need.
Yes, indeed. And the rest of the scriptures, I remember the disciples said, when did we do that?
Yes,
Right?
and, right. And what did the Lord say?
He
He
said,
says, when you do it
for
unto the
others."
least of these, you have
yes.
done it unto me.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. And that's what the world needs is
Oh,
love.
yes,
And when
indeed.
you give them that love, then they open up to wanting help. And that way, when you're meeting their physical needs and their
Yes.
mental needs, then you can meet the spiritual needs.
That's
So
right.
now, you mentioned that you, and we really appreciate it because we love to share good news, that you have now launched your business or you're going to, when will you begin or have you already begun?
No, this is actually the start of launching this business. Of course, the Lord gave me the vision for the business back in 2011 when I was in seminary. And it's taken a while to get it together and to put it together, but everything, as we know, is in God's
And
time.
it's on
Yes.
that time, yes.
So, yes, we do have an upcoming event that we're in partnership with One Cedar Valley and Impact Church, and it's going to be a bereavement group. It's
Oh,
going to be held
nice.
at the Willie Mae Wright Center, Community Center, on May 18th from 1 to 3.
Yes.
And you can log on to the Eventbrite, or you can call me at 214-733-2911. And we only have slots for 30.
Only
So
have
the
slots for
sooner you
30.
can sign up.
Can you speak up and
better.
say that number over there?
Yeah, we
again,
only
'cause-
have slots for 30.
And the
so
phone number?
It's 214-733-2911, and then you can log on to Eventbrite to sign up. And the first 30, we will do. If we have additional, we will set up a second support group.
Wow, what a
So
wonderful
The
mission.
topic is, let's talk about grief and mourning, and that's what we're gonna be talking about.
And you know, so many people are going through so much, and to
Yes.
have somebody to talk to means everything at
Yes.
certain times. So
Yes.
Shaviva and I have both lost lots of people in our lives,
Sure.
and we know what, and most people do understand that grief is real, and you
Yes.
do need somebody.
Yes.
With some comments. We have some comments.
Alright, we have two comments. both from Amy Cass saying,
Amy?
glad to see you both made it in. This wind is something else today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Amy, this wind is something else, but it blew in some blessings, right? Yes.
When Melinda and I were talking earlier, she had mentioned that, in talking about the program, and I said at that time, definitely what a blessing will be, because sometimes people feel when it comes to grief that
Yes.
they're in it all alone.
No, and that's important for them to know that they're not. And the church is a safe place.
Yes.
And where we're going to be on that day will be a safe place for you to come.
Right.
We're gonna honor whatever your thoughts are and your feelings. You can
Right.
feel safe that what you share in that meeting is confidential.
Yes.
And you'll be able to share your story and share your hurt and share your pain with people that are gonna honor your thoughts and your feelings.
Yes, and that is so important as well.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Chaplain Melinda Dean.
Oh,
And your
thank
father
you.
was very active in church
Yes.
ministry as well. I
Yes.
do remember him.
Yes.
And we're just so thankful that you have introduced this to our viewers on our show. So
Thank
you have this new ministry, and we certainly appreciate that. And I'm sure Amy is always watching today, and she's
Yes.
commenting and putting things in the comments so people can follow along.
And folks, keep that date in mind one more
Yes,
time.
Yes.
May 18th at Willie Mae Wright Community Center.
Oh, right at our new grocery store.
Yes, from 1 to 3. And please come and know that you will be valued and that you will receive a taste of heaven.
Oh, my,
Right.
we love it. Thank you, Chaplain Melinda. And before we close and get ready for the boom shakalaka, we want to tell you that Sharita Monique, or
Yes.
Sharita Stokes, was initially supposed to be one of our guests. She couldn't make it today,
Yes.
but I just want to read something about her recent award. And Dawn Boone posted this. There's another heavy hitter in education.
Yes.
And she said, I'm so proud of you and all of your work and accomplishments. That's what Dawn Boone said. And then the Paul Mann, this is what award she received, the Paul Mann Memorial Human Relations Award. This award recognized Sharita's outstanding contributions to the advances of human and civil rights. Her commitment to fostering equality and I scribbled this, inclusivity, that's what it says, is truly inspiring. And thank you, Sharita, for your impactful work in our community. So Sharita, if you're watching,
Yes.
kudos.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Well deserved.
We thought for sure that we'd get to congratulate you in person, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. But thank you. All right.
Thank you, folks, for being with us right now, and we're getting ready to transition to the next segment of the show. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Melinda.
God bless you both.
Yes, stay tuned for the Boom Shakalaka with Mayor Hart and Wayne Castle. That's right. All right.
Hi, my name is Amani, and this is Northend Update. Thanks for joining us, and please stand by as we prepare to transition to the Northend Update show. Today's guests are Travis Ferguson.
No.
Oh, goodness.
That was last week. Today's guests
Oh, no.
are Mayor Hart and I keep wanting to Wayne
City Engineer Wayne
Castle. Right. Okay.
Yes.
You guys, these city people, I keep getting them mixed up.
Did you know you are now tuned into the best show on the internet? There's always something good happening on the North End and everywhere else. We know the news's job is to tell you everything that's going on, good and bad, but we're here for the good.
She prayed for you. I think in your office. That's why she fixed it.
We want to thank our sustaining collaborators. They are a community foundation of Northeast Iowa, here for the good and helping to create more equitable communities. Gallagher Blue Dawn Performing Arts Center, your center for the arts. All-in Grocers, located in the heart of the community to better serve the community. One Cedar Valley, they assist individuals to succeed by overcoming barriers to meaningful employment. Next Level Lounge and Grill, where good times and good music are always on the menu. If you would like to become one of our sustaining collaborators, please contact us at northendupdate@gmail.com for more information.
louder,
Okay.
please.
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
That's why I was like singing.
Live from Waterloo's Public Access Studios, it's Miss Rocky and Shaviva's Northend Update Live.
That's right, bringing you the good stuff from a North End perspective, of course.
Yes, today's guest, City of Waterloo Engineer Wayne Castle and Waterloo Mayor Quentin Hart.
Welcome to Friday.
You know what time it is.
Oh, shakalaka! Yay!
Okay.
Woo, 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 woo. We got
All
to
right.
shout out to our very special frequent viewers, Velveeta Roberson, Cora Turner, Wilma Lillis, and Nia Wilder.
Also, Charles Young, Blue Meadows Mills Culpepper, Randy Fox, and Jalen Jones. Hey, y'all.
Hey y'all, and if you're watching us live right now, hello. But if you're not watching us, you'll be watching us next Friday, and if that's the case, hello future.
That's right.
I
'Cause
like
today's
that.
show will air next Friday at 4 and Saturday at 10 on Mediacom Channel 17.
That's right, we have a great show today. Today our talking point will be discipline is doing the things you hate doing, but doing them like you love it. Mike Tyson said that. You know, we might have had to get this face beat up.
There you go.
But he did it like he loved it, right?
That's right.
Somebody
Forgive it
need to
air,
hear that.
For sure. Forgive it air. We're going to be discussing Black or African American. These are terminologies that have been evolving and some that came even before that.
Right.
So we'll discuss that a little bit today.
The evolution of racial identity for Black people. All right, birthday people, you know Mayor Hart can carry some bass. He can sing that song so well. And I think he sings in the choir at Antioch.
I really?
I believe it. I believe it. We're going to ask him, and we're going to get to some comments after we introduce our guest. But we just want you to stay tuned
That's right.
for that song. And Wayne Castle, he sings a good tenor.
A tenor,
Yeah,
okay?
we're
He
gonna put
sings
him in the
like
tenor
He
spot.
should have a great tenor voice. So yeah.
Right. And now, without further ado, let's introduce these two wonderful men. It's raining men.
Once again.
Hallelujah, it's raining men. It's two men today. Right.
And we thought about that the other day when we went to the Spokesman's Club. Yeah.
Welcome, Wayne.
Thanks for having me back.
You betcha. Welcome, Mayor.
I am just grateful to be here.
Just good to see you sitting
We are
down for a
grateful
minute.
to have you here, yes.
Yes, you've been so busy. We know it's just been ridiculous. But I'm not too busy, I'm sure, to read the Soul Town.
Yes, and make sure you pick up your copy of the Soul Town. And it's also virtual too, so its community isn't just nationwide, it's worldwide. But you can get a copy of the Soul Town at Ertz Beauty Supply at 704 Franklin Street. Or you can go to the soultownmagazine.com or contact Chillin at 319-505-4020.
Wow, I like that.
That's
See?
cool. She still has that 319 number.
Yes.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
did you memorize your part? He got his memorized.
I have a part.
Yeah. and you didn't know.
I did not know.
Okay. Well, you just blew it. Next time you come, you have to have your part memorized.
I will do
Okay. No, Wayne, we're glad you're here today. We do have some great topics that we want to talk to you about in the engineering department. So why don't you just tell our viewers real fast, not real fast, take your time. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself, please.
Okay. I'm Wayne Castle, Assistant City Engineer for the City of Waterloo. Jamie Knudsen is the City Engineer. I took this role back in August when the previous Assistant City Engineer, Dennis Gintz, retired after 40-some years of service to the city.
Oh,
Big shoes to fill there.
Yeah.
Today I want to talk to you about some exciting projects that we're working on in the North End. Some that are going to upset people because
Ooh.
of traffic delays,
Oh.
but it's all for the betterment. We've heard folks, we understand, so we're working on these projects. So our first big project, Broadway Street. Many of you seen it, what's going on. It's something we've been working on for the last few years. We found a way to make it work through the budget and get things done. We are going to rebuild Broadway completely from Airport Boulevard all the way to Donald Street.
All
Wow.
the way.
So both sides we're looking at about a $5.5 million project.
Oh my goodness.
Brand new pavement all the way through. So right now, we're starting on the eastbound lanes from the north 218 off ramp all the way to Donald Street. They're tearing out everything, gonna rebuild it. We'll have better pavement, better subgrade and drainage. So this road should last a lot longer than what was there.
Oh my.
We're expecting this portion to take till about July. And then we'll flip it, open that side up to traffic. So if you're coming from Cedar Falls or the airport, you can take Broadway all the way through downtown. Going out of town then, sometime in July, head towards the airport, that'll be under construction. We're gonna do it about 2 phases. We start from Broadway, go to Wagner, and then go from Wagner to Airport Boulevard. But when we're done, hopefully before Thanksgiving, new pavement for everyone.
Wow.
You just answered my question, because I was gonna ask if things were gonna have to be rerouted where people won't be able to use that stretch at all.
We will allow traffic one lane while we're doing this work, either eastbound or westbound. The main detour is Airport Boulevard to West Airline to Burton Avenue. So folks will still be able to get around. We understand it's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain for a few months, but it'll be worth it.
Right, we can go without, 3 of our bridges, I think that we can get along on, but, right, or how many are shut down, I think, but, we're making it work, so.
Progress has its cost.
And the reason, when Wayne mentioned about eastbound and westbound lanes is we're trying to make it as convenient as we can to continue to have some type of traffic flow through that area, because we realize that it's an inconvenience, and so doing it this way could maybe take a little bit longer, but we want to make sure that we give the convenience of being able to travel back and forth through the corridor.
That's
And
correct.
there's that train, I don't know what impact that's gonna have, but, with the train right there along the Broadway, it might make a difference to those trying to get across, but we got a new overpass, right?
We do have an overpass.
Yes,
So the second big project I wanna talk
Yes.
about is Franklin Street.
Franklin Street,
So from 7th Street eastward to Nevada Street, it'll
Okay.
be subject to an overlay later this year. So just what we did to the westerly portion here a couple of years ago, we're gonna take it down to the surface, fix some really bad joints, take care of a few bad spots, we'll put a new surface on it, so we'll have a nice ride. Should give us about another 10 years before we have to do something major to that corridor.
oh,
We know that it's bumpy in spots, we're gonna take care of that for now.
okay. And one thing I do notice about the bridges, cause I'm peeking at them as I'm going down Commercial Street, and it looks like they're way higher, and it just looks like they're gonna be a lot more pretty, a little more fashionable, if you will.
They
It just
will.
look nice.
I do have some updates for the bridges too. I've been
Thank
talking
you.
with my consultants on the project. 11th Street, we're looking at paving the north half of the deck here sometime at the end of this month, hopefully. And then about a week after that, we'll be setting the last set of beams on 11th Street, and they'll be starting the steel work immediately afterwards. So maybe 4th of July, we should have a concrete deck across the entire top of 11th Street.
Oh,
We're getting
shucks.
closer.
Oh,
And
shucks.
as far as schedule, we're still looking at July for Park Avenue being open to traffic,
Whoa.
end of year for 11th Street being open to traffic.
Wow.
Good thing we don't have barges.
For people who are curious, Wayne, for
Right,
people who
like
are curious about these things that are happening, these upgrades that you're talking about, where can they go to, or is there something like online that they can look and see?
Good question. We do have some information available through the city website. You can go to the engineering webpage, and we'll have our different projects on there. The bridges actually have a separate project themselves. It's the Waterloo bridgesproject.com. It's a separate website. You can go on and find out information about this project from start to finish, how we started, what we figured out, and how we got to where we are today.
Wow. Well, that's great that people can visit that and kind of maybe send you a note. Can they communicate that
Yes,
way?
they can, or they can call the engineering department number 319-291-4312.
Nice. I love it.
And one thing, I don't even think people really realize how many bridges we actually have downtown in comparison to other cities. I mean, you go from 63 to Hart to 4th to 5th to 6th to 11 to
Wow.
18.
We
If you
do.
really think about it,
Yeah.
the city has so many different bridges, and that's why we took our strategic vision
Mm.
and we put it in the 5 pillars to building bridges. So
Nice, like it. It's so strategic and it's building and
we
bridges
got a
and
lot of
stuff.
bridges.
Right.
I mean, and good job to engineering too, because
Yes.
I'll be honest, we had 2 bridges that were probably in the top 50 in the state of Iowa that was in need of repair. And so through a federal grant, we were able to get some dollars for that with some more money from the state. But then Wayne and Jamie probably realized, oh, they gave us a nice sum of money, which was supposed to cover almost all of it. And it didn't.
And it didn't. Oh.
That was what bridges cost back then.
Yes.
Oh.
But they worked really hard to try to find the dollars to come up with the money to be able to do this. And it's like 2 bridges for a politician, that's a lifetime. Like, you don't really get to see that sometimes or be here that long. So it's really good to see how they're dealing with the infrastructure to make our city a little bit better and to prepare our city for the next 40, 50 years.
Yes.
Right.
Love it. One more thing I want to ask about, my favorite street in the city is River Road. It's our Lakeshore Drive, because I just love taking that River Road right by the river. You always see an eagle. Anybody that wants to ride River Road, there's a couple of dead trees and there's always eagles up there now. So what about that marina? Is there supposed to be a marina or somewhere we can put our kayaks in the river over there, or no?
Yes,
Yes?
and that's the last time I was here, was talking to you about
Yeah.
the marina. We are nearly done with construction on that one. We're actually waiting to raise the dam so we can install the floating docks. And I have news for that.
Okay.
We'll be planning to start raising the dam here at the end of the month.
Mm.
It's tied in with Park Avenue construction. They're having to redo the electric feed. I'm waiting for them to get done. They will be finished at the end of the month. We'll start raising the dam. The water levels have been really low,
That's the thing.
so we're taking our time to make sure that people downstream still get water.
Okay.
But we'll get the dam raised, we'll have the docks in, and the marina will be used this
See,
year.
That's gonna be great. Do you have a kayak, or you gonna get one?
I'm gonna borrow one.
Borrow? Yeah, they got them right out there at George Witt.
We can share one.
There you go. I want a single one though. Yeah, we can race. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Wayne, for informing our viewers about all that good stuff that's happening, because we're all about the good stuff.
Yes.
And you said nothing but good stuff. Now, what about you? What do you got for the mayor, Shaliva? We want to talk to you about whatever you want to say. You know you've been everywhere.
Yeah, been a few places.
Quite busy.
Yeah, I just left Phoenix for a New Deal Leaders event. Had an opportunity with Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego and other leaders across the country to talk about solving complex problems. You know, we had conversations about affordable housing and our ability to be able to create those opportunities to water infrastructure, but a number of different areas. And that was just a quick trip to get there and kind of learn about what's happening with the New Deal group. But as far as, like, I've been to a lot of events around the community and talking to people, trying to do it. I'm glad to hear Broadway, because on my Facebook Messenger sometimes I get a lot of conversation about Broadway, and so it's really good to see a lot of the challenges and things that people were thinking about or what they want to see start to take fruition. And you take a look also as private streets, but over there near North Crossing, those private streets are going in there as well. So it's just good to see development and all those things happening and taking place, not just over there, but over here, over everywhere. That's our goal, to try to make sure we start to see some activity, but slowly but surely, all right?
Yes.
We're making it happen.
Progress takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. That's right. We have comments.
We have 4 comments. Our first comment comes from Velveeta Robertson saying, "Evening, everyone."
Hey, Vita.
Thank you for watching.
On our Northend update, let's see. So the first comment is Vicky Butler saying, "You are amazing," to Miss Chaplain Dean.
Oh, she is.
And Marcia Jones saying, "Great, Chaplain Dean."
Yes.
And then, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no, that's fine.
And Miss Vicky Butler said, "Are you taking clothes for a donation for the program?"
For the donations for, I see. No, we don't take clothes, but
For Miss Chaplain Dean.
for Chaplain Dean, we'll have to ask her. In fact, she's in our audience. Are you taking clothes for donations?
Yes.
She said
She
yes.
said yes.
At the church there, so. All right, well, we're going to, and I guess you were we saw some photos of you and your beautiful wife, Cassandra, at the Jesse Cosby Center.
Gala.
Yeah, we didn't make
really
it to
good time.
that. Yeah, it looked like a wonderful time.
Okay, and there was also, this event that just happened, the, Spring Fling, the resources, you were there.
With Stephanie,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
shout out to
Stephanie
Stephanie and Neighborhood Services. She had over 40 different organizations there as well, trying to provide services for residents and people within the community. So shout out to Stephanie, great job.
Yes, she does a great job. You know, I was talking to somebody recently, and they asked me, were you there? I don't know. They asked me what progress I thought our city has made, and I said that I couldn't think of really a lot at the time, but then I remembered that we're the most diverse county in the state, and I said that I really like the fact that Black people are getting in more positions in our government, in our city council, and we just have more representation now than ever in my lifetime that I remember.
That was at the Spokesman's Club.
At the Spokesman's Club, where it was really raining men.
That's why that song is fresh in her mind.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're gonna move on to our talking point. And Shaviva, what is our talking point today?
Our talking point is a nice, wonderful quote from Mike Tyson, and that is, discipline is doing the things you hate doing, but doing them like you love it.
Right. And I can attest to that, and I believe it's true. To be disciplined, you have to be sometimes, like for me, for instance, like a robot. When I worked at Viking Pump, you hate going to work every day. If you don't like your job, then you have to program yourself to do it and act like you like it. Or I know the Bible says, do things to the glory of God. Or if you're not into the Bible or Christianity, you might have another religion, and if you want to listen to this advice, it's do everything like the energy of a 5-year-old boy with a Batman outfit on. You know, really excited about doing things, you know. I think you just have to kind of trick your brain a little bit sometimes to actually dive in and do things. What about you, Wayne? Do you have anything that you just don't want to do? Don't say it in front of the mayor. If it's your job. Is it your job?
It's not my job. I enjoy my job very much.
It shows too.
Thank you. There's always something around the house, or trying to work out, find time. Sometimes you just don't want to, but for your health, for short-term, long-term, it's best to go do it. Find that time, get it done.
And you feel so good after you get it done. How about you, Mayor?
Training I don't want to say training, let me take that word back. Trying to get in a little bit of shape so I can run this pump and run next week, April 26th and 27th at the Sportsplex, so please go to the website. But it's where you lift, you bench press, and you do curls, and they base it upon your weight, how many you have to do. Then whatever you get in that area on the next Saturday, you can run, and they deduct that from your time. So I don't know. It's gonna.
You gotta right. You might be too tired if you pump enough iron.
I ran last night.
Oh, okay.
It felt like my chest is still at the sports.
You did some running then, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, but I see you don't have any splints or
That is a good. That's a good sign. So we got to get through next week.
Okay, great. Well, I know you'll do great. You know, compared to a lot of other mayors, I bet you're probably number one because you seem pretty agile and.
Danny's a little bit younger.
Oh yeah, Danny.
Right?
We
But
got
I give
Danny
Danny
now.
around for his money.
Okay,
so
right.
If he's watching it.
Right, you heard that, right? Yes.
Wilkin Exilian says, "Hello, Mayor."
Oh, hello.
Hi, Wilkin.
Hello.
Yes, with the World Grace Project. What a guy. We just enjoy you watching. Thank you, Wilkin, for watching. Okay, so we're going to tackle this Give It Air. We're going to talk about the evolution of racial identity for Black people. The only reason we're talking about this is because I always have to remember that there are new people born every day, and everybody doesn't know this or understand it. And last week we just touched bases on how I decided to say just Black instead of African American because I don't know anything about Africa. And I think our friend Lori Dale was the first one that pulled my coattail, and then I met a lady from Africa, and I couldn't, we didn't have a lot of things in common, you know, our cultures were so different. So, and I think Black is a universal term for the whole race and population of Black people, so you can say Black and people know what you're talking about. But we started out a long time ago as a name that white people gave Black people as Negro, and then it turned to colored. And because there's no such land as Negroria, right? I mean, you have to have a destination. Irish people come from Ireland, so that's the reason why Negro didn't work. And then colored was just too generic, and that's just not the way you want to be introduced either. So then we switched to African American because a lot of Black people came from Africa, but then again, there's Black people that originate from Jamaica and other places in the world. So the African American sticks, and it's still, people use it today.
Okay, people in Jamaica, just on that point, people in Jamaica did not originate from Jamaica. They also, that was just one of the stops that the boat made. And, you know, I think this whole time with the different names, it's been sort of a voyage of discovery as far as what you want to call yourself as opposed to what other people have labeled you.
Right.
So I think people are still looking for what they feel fits best. And personally, I like Black, but I also like African American because Africa is the original starting point from where all people come from. And I don't know, I never set foot there, but I know that that is part of my heritage that I don't dismiss or set aside just because of what I don't know about it. You know, I do know about, I see it every day I look in the mirror, so.
Okay, well, great. We just wanted to give that a little air. Hopefully our viewers got to learn a little bit about racial identity for Black people. And sometimes airing things out is the best disinfectant, right?
That's absolutely true.
All
Yes.
right.
I have to use that.
But sometimes not too. You gotta kind of do stutter steps on that one. All right, so now I think it's time to, what, Shaliva, where are we?
Where we are is
Violet.
near close to the
Where are
end.
we?
That's where we are.
Okay.
It's time for us to greet our birthday people.
Which is brought to you by the Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa.
Yes.
We got some great birthday people.
Every
Shaliva.
week we have some awesome birthday people like Denaya Berry, Mary Martha Donahue, Palmer Bird II, Gabby Shirley. You may also know her as Queen Gabby.
Yes. John Berry, who's going to be on our show soon, and Carolyn Stevenson, Kevin Jass, Hannah Kinney, that's Pat's daughter,
Yes.
and Vicki Butler. Happy birthday, Vicki. Thank you for watching.
Mike Robinson, Linda Brandt Cohen, and Trinetta Talbot.
That's right.
Happy birthday, y'all.
Yes. And before we sing, is there anything else that you guys want our viewers to know? Because your reputation might just be shot after they hear you sing, so I don't know. Did you guys
Or
get
it might
all?
be greatly enhanced.
Right,
You never know.
there you go. Anything else that you wanted to say for our viewers?
I'm just hoping that Agnes and Eric can kind of make my voice sound like T-Pain or something like that. Anything you can do to help.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think she has a couple more announcements.
Vicky Butler says, Mayor Quentin Hart, you are doing an amazing job for our city.
That's right. I agree. Yes, that's right.
Some of these two ladies doing a great job today.
yeah.
Our interns. They were on the show last week. They actually were our guests, so our viewers got to meet them last week. So we got to warn our viewers because this is the most happiest time in the city of Waterloo when we start singing and making fun of the mayor how he can't sing. So you might want to just excuse yourself from the room if you don't like to have a lot of fun, right?
That's right. It's a
Okay.
graphic laughter warning we're throwing at you right now. If you you don't like stuff like that, maybe walk away from the TV
Right.
or your device right now.
Okay, and it goes, right, are you done with that, with our big disclaimer?
Basically, yes, I'm-
Okay. It goes something like this. I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Woo. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Go ahead, Mayor. Take it to the Happy birthday to ya. All right, Wayne. Happy birthday. No, Wayne.
Hey!
Okay.
Start City Quartet.
Right. You gotta start a new quartet. Yeah, I like that.
Right.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne, and thank you, Mayor Hart, for being on today and updating us on all the great progress that's going on right here in Waterloo.
And thank you for your hard work in the engineering department. I can't imagine that has to be some tough stuff.
Tough job,
Engineering.
but somebody's got to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and thank you, Mayor, for being everywhere all at once
Mhm.
and everything. And we want to thank our viewers and encourage you to keep doing more stuff that makes you awesome.
Because, that's right, like Wayne and like Mayor Hart,
Because
it makes us all look good.
That's
Yes.
right. See you next week. Right. So glad that you're back on Friday.
They got the agreement today, has been signed, we're probably, we're still on